So if you are 30 years and above, getting married is probably one of the top things on your list, among other things. And if you are going to have this dream actualized, there are relationship mistakes you must avoid at this stage of your life. And that is what I'll be sharing with you in today's video. Please stick around and let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ogechi. If this is the first time you are seeing me, you are welcome. I'm super excited to have you on my channel. And on this channel, I create videos on relationship, focusing more on singles to help them get into relationship, nurture their existing relationship into marriage, and also prepare themselves for the marriage of their dream. I also create videos on faith where I get to share my faith, my work with God, Bible study, prayers, and all those good stuff. Finally, I create videos on family and lifestyle. So today's video is on relationship, and we are talking about mistakes, 13 of them you must avoid in your 30s. Number one mistake is being shy to pray about your future husband or marriage. Yes, so you are in your 30s and then it's okay, let us pray. Pray about your husband, pray about your marriage, and you are there forming, oh, let people not think that I'm desperate, let people not think that I really want it. Really? Are you kidding me? You are shy to pray about your future husband, something as serious as that in the whole world you are going to be picking one person that you will spend the rest of your life with. It's not something you should be shy to pray about. You are shy to pray about your home. Most of the people that they are looking at, they are making you shy. They're already in their own home. They're already in their own marriages. So why do you let somebody put you in a position of being shy and not being able to pray? Or the other category of people that are probably making you shy are young and are not yet at a place where this is a priority for them. Okay, you can't even pray in the public. How about in the private, in your home, in your room? You just don't see the need, to really pray about this thing, talk to God and let Him guide you. It's a huge mistake that you must stop making. Marriage is a serious business and must be taken seriously, because people walk into it casually. A lot of people become casualties. Please don't be a part of that statistics. Take time to pray about it. Something that can affect your destiny positively or negatively is not something you want to joke with. Maybe it's because you hear them say, oh, marriage is not an achievement, and they're saying it everywhere. Don't bother yourself with that kind of information. I'm not here to prove that it is an achievement or it is not an achievement, but all I'm saying is something that can either make or mar your life is something you should take seriously, and it's something you should get God involved in, okay? So it's a relationship mistake you must avoid. Not bringing God into your relationship, not praying before you step into a relationship or make a decision of who to spend the rest of your life with. Stop making that mistake today. Number two is the other extreme to number one. So number one is one extreme. You're not praying about it. You're not taking it to God. You don't see the need to involve God. Now, number two is the second extreme, where you take it to God and you leave everything to God. So number two is leaving 100% responsibility to God. So the people on this side of number two, you are praying, but all you do is pray. There's no other thing. You don't take time to learn about marriage and relationship. You don't take time to prepare yourself. You don't make yourself available. You are not friendly. You are not seen. You don't interact with people. You don't take time to invest in personal development, growing your character, growing, in different aspects of your life. You just have prayed about it and you leave everything to God. Well, that is not a good thing to do, because every prayer has the part that God plays and have the part that you will play. And most time, for the part of God to be fulfilled, you have to play your own part. So stop making that relationship mistake. After you have prayed, get up from the place of your prayer and build your character. Get up from the place of prayer and read books on relationship, attend seminar, listen to trusted leaders, ask questions, learn, make research and learn and acquire knowledge that can help you to be successful when it comes to relationship and marriage. Stop making the mistake of leaving everything to God. If you do that, you are going to wait a very long time and you will still not get your result, and God will not be unfaithful, because you did not play your own part. Number 3 relationship mistake you must avoid in your 30s is being in a situationship. Oh my God. This one, see, you in your 30s, you are no longer out for play, you are no longer out for jokes, you are out for serious business. And remember, marriage is not the only thing on your mind at this time. If you're into business, you have business to run, you have your career to grow, you have other things in your life that you are taking care of, that you are working on. So putting yourself in a situationship is the last thing you want to do to yourself. Please do not make that relationship mistake. What is a situationship? A relationship that is not defined, a relationship that is not clear. You don't know what you are. You don't know what you guys are. Even the guy with you don't know what you guys are. You don't know if you're friends. You don't know if you're dating. You don't know if you're going to get married. Please, in your 30s, whatever relationship you are entering should be defined. Who are we? What are we doing? And where is this going to before you get into it? Don't put yourself in a situationship. You don't have time for that anymore, girl. Number 4 mistake, relationship mistake you must avoid in your 30s is dating someone that you cannot marry. How do you smell what you cannot eat? You want to taste what you cannot eat. Don't date someone you can't marry. The essence of dating is to get to know the person, get to acquaint yourself, become friends, and see how you can nurture that friendship into marriage. So if you are dating someone that you cannot marry, where are you heading to with it? Okay, example of such is when you have age gap that you know that as much as I love this person, for the sake of this age gap, I can't deal with it. I will not be able to marry him. So why are you still dating? Maybe it's too young, way too young, or way too old, okay? The other one is someone who is already married. You don't plan on getting into a polygamous home, being a second wife, and he doesn't plan on having a polygamous home. So what are you doing dating? What are you doing with him? Where is he headed to? Nowhere. Okay, the other one is someone whose value is so different from yours. Like you guys, your values don't align, you don't meet anywhere, and yet you are together. Where is he headed? There's so many instances. So please, whichever one, make sure that at this point of your life, you are not dating someone that you know by every standard of who the person is, that you cannot marry this person. Please don't do it. It's a waste of time and you do not have time to waste. Number 5 is refusing to move on after a breakup. Okay, I have a video on that is going to come up after this one. Please subscribe if you haven't, so that once it comes up, you are going to see it, and even if you are not in that place, you can share with people that need it. A lot of people keep themselves on lockdown after a breakup, because they feel this is the end of it. It can't get worse than this. It already happened to you. Something bad already happened. Why do you want to make it worse by not coming out of it and moving forward? So please, it's a huge relationship mistake you must avoid in your 30s. When a breakup happens, as painful as it is, as difficult as it is, especially when you truly was in love with the person, make sure to move on from there. And when I say move on, I don't mean move on with a hurt, move on with a baggage. I don't mean look for a rebound. I mean take time to heal, learn the lessons that was in it for you, put yourself together and move to the next one, and hopefully make better decisions and choices so the cycle does not continue. Okay, so avoid the mistake of remaining stuck just because you experienced a breakup. Number 6 is staying in a bad relationship. There's so many relationships that, as a counselor, when they come to me and they talk, they tell me, I know that this is so wrong. Even you that is talking to me, it's so wrong. And I'm wondering, why are you there? If the relationship is this bad, don't you think the marriage is going to be a horror and you're still there? Being in a bad relationship or in a relationship with someone with obvious character issues, obvious bad habits, and you are thinking somewhere in your head that, oh, he's going to change, or the way he really loves me. After he does that, he's usually sorry, when I talk to him. Is that what you want to do all your life? How long are you planning to cope with that? Please and please, in your 30s, you don't have that kind of time. You don't have that kind of time. Please and please step out as quickly as you can. You can't change anybody. You haven't finished changing yourself. How are you going to change somebody? You can't change anybody. And if you want to change somebody, you don't need to marry the person to change. You can work on the person without being married to the person. But that you want to get married to someone, make sure the person does not have character issues that can become a huge challenge tomorrow. So stop wasting your time being in a bad relationship or in a relationship with someone with obvious character issues. Number 7 is giving husband privileges to boyfriend. See, is every single day we see it happening. Why do you choose to be the only thing in his house that he will not fully pay for before he starts to enjoy? No. Tell me, why would you want to be the only thing in his house? I believe every other thing in that house that he's using, he paid for them in the market and brought them home before he started using them. You are the only one that he has not paid for. He has not going to pay your dowry. He has not going to pay your dowry. He has not done anything, and you are in the house giving all the privileges that a husband should be enjoying. You are giving sex. You are giving your services. You are giving your time. You are giving yourself. You're giving the whole of your life. And sometimes, after all of these things, it doesn't still end up in marriage. And even if it will end up in marriage, why do you choose to go that route? Why don't you allow yourself to enjoy that honor of having everything, following the right process and coming in honorably without having to give out the milk for free? So giving husband privileges to boyfriend is a no-no in your 30s, so that you don't put yourself in a place where if eventually it doesn't happen, then you have a lot of regret. You start to hear things like, I've invested so much. Please don't put yourself there. Okay, so number 8 is choosing out of desperation. Especially on this part where it's like, if you are 30 and you are not yet married, you are a problem. I don't know the best way to put it. It's like, if you are 30 and you are not yet married, oh my God, something is wrong with you. What is going on? That is not necessarily true. Nothing is wrong with you. Everybody is not going to marry in their 20s. And if you already got to your 30s and you are not married and in your 30s, what are you now going to be rushing in to marriage for and go and make a mistake? You're already at this point. The least you can do for yourself is to make the right decision. The least you can do for yourself is to choose right. So do not choose out of desperation. Don't let anybody put you in that space. I already made a video on the 7 wrong reasons why people get married. One of them is because of pressure. Don't let anybody pressure you into that. Oh, you are 30. Oh, you are above 30. Just get anybody. Let's just put you. So you get anybody, anyhow, anywhere, just like that, and you move in and you are not happy. What next? Is it better to be 30 and single, or 30 and be in a horror called marriage? So you see, it's not worth it. Number 9, taking a relationship advice from the wrong persons. It's not everybody that can give you relationship advice. Some people that will talk to you from their personal opinion, what they think is right, what happened to them. Is not backed by the scriptures, it's not backed by science, it's not backed by statistics, it's not backed up by anything. It's just their own personal opinion. Or if it's me, this is what I would have done. In your 30s, you should take time to listen to people who have results, people who have been where you are and are in a place where you want to get to. Read their books, listen to their teaching, watch videos like this, and get the right information. It's not every Dick, Tom, and Harry that can be able to give you relationship counsel. There are trainings for it. We actually go for trainings for this thing. We actually get mentored, get coached to be able to coach other people. So please seek help from the right sources, learn from the right sources, learn from trusted persons, read books, watch videos, share this video to your friends so that they can get information from the right places. Number 10 is not having clarity for your own self or standard. No standard, no clarity. See, when you say you are getting into a relationship with somebody that will lead to marriage, what you are basically telling me is that you, to an extent, have discovered yourself. To an extent, you have an idea of who you are, your identity, where your life should be headed, and now you need a companion to go with you. But if you are telling me that you don't know any of these things, you are clueless, no clarity, you don't even know what you're about, and you need a partner for what? Where is he accompanying you to? Where is it going with you to? Where are you guys headed? Nowhere. Then you don't have standard at all. Anything goes. In fact, you are constantly lowering the whatever thing that look like standard that you have, just because you feel, oh, the last time that this person came and I said I don't want to get into premarital sex, he left. See, if you keep lowering your standard, you're going to keep lowering it, because nobody is going to price you above the value you place on yourself. You don't do that in the market, so nobody will do it to you. When we go to the market and they say this thing costs this amount, you don't usually tell them, oh, can I add more money to it? No, you want to bring down the value so that it can favor you. All right, the same thing is what they do to you. Nobody is going to price you above the value you put on yourself. So look at yourself, set a standard. And I'm not saying unrealistic standard. I'm not saying, be unapproachable. No, I'm just saying basic things that you should have deal breakers. Like, you see this, if you are going to get to this point, I can't do this with you. If you're going to tamper with this area of me, I can't do this with you. But don't be just like that. Nothing, anything goes, anybody goes. It's not good for you. It's a relationship mistake you must avoid in your 30s. If you don't, all kinds of people are going to keep coming your way. But when you put a standard, it's like putting a requirement that it takes. This is who I am. I'm a Christian, I'm a child of God. If you're coming to me, you have to be a Christian, you have to be a child of God. I don't do premarital sex, I don't do cohabiting, I don't do such things. And when they are coming, if they already know that this person don't take this. So if you're going to come, it's because you know you can abide by these things. Number 11 is not asking the right questions. Oh my God, this one, every time I get to hear it, I'm like, why are you asking questions that are not so important? Why are you leaving the important questions? Why are you not asking questions that let you know who this person is, what their values are, what they stand for, how they think, how they process things? No, you're asking of job, where they work. Okay, let's say they work in the best company, they work in a Fortune 500 company, fine and good. What if after you get married to them, they are fired from their job? What happens next? That was the only thing you asked about. Now he's fired. What else? Oh, you're asking of where he lives, what area of town, the city he lives. Okay, he lives in the best part of the city, and after the wedding, he can no longer afford that. What else? You're asking of his car. Oh my God. Please, there are more important questions to ask. Find out what he stands for, what he believes in, his values, the things that he like, his ideologies. What does he believe about marriage? What does he believe about women? What does he believe about everything? Because those are the things you are going to be living with his mind, with how he thinks, okay? Ask the right question about his family, his background, everything. Ask the right question, ask the right question. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. You are going to be saving yourself a lot of trouble and headache if only you can ask the right question. And most time, because people don't ask the right question, you find out that a lot of ladies are dating themselves. What do I mean by dating yourself? So you meet a guy and he's acting like he likes you, and you just assume that, oh, he loves you. You start loving him too, you get into. Meanwhile, this person is engaged in another city. He just came to your city to carry out a project for the next 1 month, 3 months, and you fall in love. And because you didn't ask questions, oh, how have you been in a relationship? What happened? No questions at all. You find out that at the end of the day, when he's leaving, he doesn't say anything, and you're like, oh, we have been together for 3 months. He says, yes, I was just here for a project. My fiancé is waiting for me. In fact, when I go back now, we have a wedding. What are you going to do? Ask questions so you don't put yourself in a situation. Man, number 12 is moving too fast, too soon. So you meet a guy because you're in your 30s and the pressure is already much, or you just want to get married. You see a guy that you like, he says, hi, how are you? And you say, oh, I'm fine, thank you. And the next thing, you start to price, wedding gown. The next thing, you start to make a list of your friends who are going to be on your bridal train. And it's just high. It's just high, he has said. He hasn't even said more than that. It's just high. And you're already moving too fast, too soon. Not good for you. not good for you. Because if that person has come to scam you, yes, there are people who scam in a relationship. If that person has come to scam you, you are the kind of person they are looking for. Because before you find out who they are, they already hit and they're out. Give time. Give time. As much as I don't encourage courting and dating and being engaged for years, I don't also encourage very short, period of dating, like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks kind of things, 3 months kind of things. Yeah, are there people that do that and they are genuine? Very much. But then, if you can take things slow a bit, you might just discover a lot of things that would have become a problem if you did not slow down. So it gives you the opportunity to get to know this person, to get to see a lot of things. If there are red flags, you will see. Most people claim, oh, I did not see red flag before I got married. However, as a counselor, as a coach, I can tell you for free, when pushing comes to shove and you start to ask, excuse me, what happened before, you start to hear 9 out of 10 will tell you, oh, I saw this, but I didn't really pay attention. Don't put yourself in that place. And finally, the last point for today, number 13, is not doing your due diligence before saying I do to someone. See, avoid it, stay clear for me, run far for your life. You cannot afford to say I do to someone that you don't know. Do your due diligence. You met this person maybe in the city, try to ask questions. Does he have work colleagues? What do they have to say about him? Does he have neighbors? Does he have a pastor? Does he go to church? Is he in a department? Who knows this person at all, at least to an extent? How about his family? Does he have sisters, brothers? Can anybody say something to you about this person? Do your due diligence. And when I say your due diligence, I mean physically, spiritually. When you make inquiries physically, make inquiries spiritually. Ask about this person. Who is this person? Show me his real identity. I want to know who he is. The spirit that indwells in everything. Ask questions. See, do your due diligence, because the moment that wedding is done, divorce is not as easy as people make it look these days. So don't even enter a marriage that you start to consider getting divorced. Do your due diligence before you enter, and you are going to be happy you did. So those are my 13 points, 13 mistakes that you must avoid as a single lady in your 30s. I do hope you find one or two that is of help to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, drop a comment. If there's anything I missed out, let me know in the comment section. Anyone that stood out to you, let me know in the comment section. Also, kindly subscribe and be a part of the community, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.